Let's get straight into your sport news and start things off with breaking news. The South African Football Association has banned the former SAFA Vice President Ria Ledwaba from all football activities. This was communicated to the former Ria Stars owner this afternoon, and it's in relation to a court case dating back to June 2022. So to give us some clarity on this matter, we have roped in Ria Ledwaba's legal representative, Mr Vernon Seymor from the Lionel Clay Attorneys. Good afternoon, sir, and thank you so much for making time for us on Full View. We would have, of course, wanted to speak to Ria, but we do understand that we have to contact you as this is still a legal process. Let's start with the communication from SAFA through its CEO, Lydia Munyabau. We see that Ria has been banned from all football activities. Solly Mohlabeng, on the other hand, has been suspended. Vernon, how did we get here?
Good afternoon, and thank you for having us. Well, as you know, Ria has been a vocal critic of some of the activities and the goings-on in SAFA. And as you have correctly pointed out, she has taken some matters to court, and I think SAFA's response is now that no, we are tired of Mr. Ledwaba, we're going to silence her. So this attempt, or the letter that they have just sent to her, is nothing but an attempt to silence Ria Ledwaba.
Vernon, you speak of that, but we do also understand that members of SAFA are not allowed to approach courts if there are any legal disputes. They should, in fact, approach the Court of Arbitration for Sport. Why was that route not taken by you and Ms. Ledwaba?
That's exactly what we had intended to do. We had written on behalf of Mr. Ledwaba to SAFA to request arbitration. We followed all the rules, we complied with the requirements in the SAFA statute, and SAFA denied that.
So does the NEC have the power and the authority to ban Ms. Ledwaba from all footballing activities?
Well, that's a very good question. If you look at the SAFA statute, it talks about due process. It talks about the fact that when action is taken against any individual, any person within SAFA that is prejudicial to that person, you must afford the person the opportunity of a hearing, a fair hearing, opportunity to defend him or herself, an opportunity to present reasons why, in this case, he should not be declared a persona non grata. None of those things happened. SAFA simply disregarded Mr. Ledwaba's rights. It disregarded the constitutional principle of due process and proceeded to take action against her no matter what.
And so was there a disciplinary hearing? How was Ms. Ledwaba informed of this huge decision?
There was nothing like that. There was no hearing, no opportunity for her.
Are you going to be appealing this decision, Vernon? We seem to have lost Vernon there. It's really important for us to understand if they will be appealing the decision, because as we heard from there, Ria Ledwaba has now been declared person non grata, which means she will not be taking part in any footballing activities in the South African mother body. We also want to understand if this is linked anyway to what happened at the SAFA house last week Friday, where the Hawks raided SAFA. If there is a connection between Ria Ledwaba and this decision that has been made here. We will try to establish connection with the legal counsel of Ria Ledwaba, Vernon, because we need to understand the decision that was made today. And of course, it was two contrasting decisions that were made today. Ria Ledwaba banned effectively, but for Solly Mohlabeng, he has been suspended pending a disciplinary action and disciplinary procedures. So it is quite baffling as to why those decisions are different. Vernon, are you back with us? Are you able to tell us if you will be appealing this decision that was made by SAFA to ban Ria Ledwaba from all footballing activities immediately, effectively?
Well, what we have done, we wrote to SAFA, pointing out to them certain challenges within the decision that they had made and inviting them to withdraw the letter where they informed her of their decision. And we're hoping that sanity will prevail. They will do that. But if they don't, Mr. Ledwaba will have no option but to defend her rights, will defend her standing in a record, and take SAFA on.
Does this decision have anything to do with what happened at SAFA House last week, Friday, where the Hawks raided the offices of the mother body?
Well, one thing I can tell you, Mr. Ledwaba has nothing to do with that case. She has no role in it. She was a member of the NEC during the years that the complaints relate to, and if the police would want to interview her, should be happy to talk to them without any reservation. We don't know for sure what motivated those actions of the Hawks. We are aware that there are many unhappy people about what's happening in SAFA, but Mr. Ledwaba herself was not involved.
So why these different outcomes when both Solly Mohlabeng and Ria Ledwaba took SAFA to court? Why has she been banned and Solly only suspended?
Only SAFA can answer that question for you. What we suspect is that Ria Ledwaba has been a leading light in our football in this country for many, many years, and regarded as an icon in our football. And so therefore, all we believe that what has happened here is an attempt to taint her reputation and to silence her voice from criticizing the wrongdoing that she sees in SAFA and knows about.
We are running out of time, Vernon, but will she still remain suspended during this appeal process?
Well, we don't know what that means, because she has been on with the business and she's done what she's always done, contributing to football development, supporting children, supporting players, football clubs. She's done those things, and I don't think that anything that SAFA does will prevent her from continuing that role she has played in our football.
Does the president have a huge role to play in this decision that was made today, Dr. Danny Jordan?
It's difficult for us to say, but that question you must put to SAFA. They can answer that question, but we can't.
All right. Thank you so much for making time for us there. That was Vernon Seymor, who is the legal counsel for Ria Ledwaba. And that is coming through after the breaking news this afternoon that we received that Ria Ledwaba, the former SAFA vice president, has been banned from all footballing activities immediately. We'll leave it there for now from the sports desk, but we will definitely have more for you in the next hour.